Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. I think it's safe to say that spring is officially here. I have transitioned from my winter knitwear to my spring knitwear. It's still quite cold out, but nonetheless, the extra daylight and sunshine is definitely lifting my spirits. And today I thought it'd be great to do a lovely spring inspired makeup look using as many products from my project pan as possible. Project pan is something that I like to do every single year. I just set out to use up a certain amount of makeup products for the year. So since we are kind of a quarter way through the year, I thought it'd be a great opportunity and also kind of give you an update, let you know how my project pan is going. Let's start out with some skin prep. My skin is nice and clean and it is in dire need of some hydration and some moisture. I am so excited to be working with Clarins again, so thank you so much to Clarins for sponsoring this portion of the video. I will be prepping my skin with the new moisturizer from their Hydra-Essentiel range and talk to you a little bit more about the range and about the updates that they have made to the moisturizers. The Hydra-Essentiel range is Clarins' range focused on maintaining the skin's hydration, and no matter our age, no matter our skin type or the climate that we're living in, the secret to happy skin is ultimately hydrated skin, a well-supported barrier, and there are a slew of products in this Hydra-Essentiel range geared towards maintaining and replenishing the hydration in the skin. Now, this is not a new range. It's been around for a few years. It's a range that I have dabbled in the past, and it is really lovely. This year, all the day creams in the Hydra-Essentiel range have been relaunched, and there is also a new night care moisturizer. One of the cool things about this range is that there are so many different moisturizer textures to choose from, depending on your preference, depending on what your skin's current situation is. There is a light cream, there is a rich cream, there's a silky cream, which is the one that I have, and there's also a mattifying one that would be amazing for summer. The silky cream is more geared towards normal combination skin, and like the name suggests, it is very, very silky on the skin. This is such a beautiful, beautiful day cream, and it contains a duo of hyaluronic acid that really helps hydrate and plump the skin. It has a really, really nice, fresh, clean, and slightly fruity scent, but it's not overpowering at all. This is fantastic. So great under makeup. This is the moisturizer that I'll be prepping my skin with today. And the night care version is a little more rich. It also contains more occlusives. It's got some squalane in it as well. And it's got a time release hyaluronic acid complex in it to kind of keep your skin hydrated throughout the night to help prevent any water loss that happens throughout the night. And this, again, layers beautifully with the rest of my evening skincare routine. I wash my face, I apply my tretinoin, and then I put this on. It's just like a nice cocoon of moisture, and my skin always feels really nice and balanced and hydrated in the morning. So I've been a big fan. They have integrated so seamlessly in my skincare routine. They layer well with everything else that I'm using. I really enjoy the scent. It's like a perfect pick-me-up. And all this talk of hydration is making my skin thirsty. So let's get this moisturizer on my face. So I'm just gonna scoop a small amount of the moisturizer and spread it. It feels like a drink of water on the skin. Going down my neck as well. Here's a little close-up of my skin. It's just looking and feeling more plump and hydrated. It's like a little dewy, but not too dewy. The feeling is just really gorgeous and silky. And if you are one of my Canadian audience members, I do have a 15% off discount code on the entire Hydra-Essentiel range on the Clarins Canada website. So if you're in the market for a new moisturizer or a new hydrating serum, there's also an incredible lip balm, which I'm actually out of and I need to repurchase. The Hydra-Essentiel lip balm has been one of my favorite lip balm formulas, especially for using overnight. My code will be written on the screen and in the description box below. So do you remember when I was complaining about my under eye situation? I think I found a solution to that, and my concealer has been looking really, really good. It's the Clarins Total Eye Gel. This is not a new product. This is something I've talked about before. Usually I was using this, you know, in the morning, kept it in the fridge, applied a nice thick layer of it, and then I would just go in with a Cryo Stick and really give myself a little depuffing massage. I've been taking these silicone patches. I actually bought these at Shoppers Drug Mart. They're by the brand Pacifica. You can find them at Ulta in the States as well. A lot of different brands make these. But I just leave this on for 5 to 10 minutes. This really, really makes a difference in terms of the smoothness and the hydration levels under my eyes. It's been a really great little hack that I've been employing lately, and it has solved my under eye concealer woes. I wish you could feel my skin right now. It's perfectly plump and hydrated. I'm just really, really happy with this addition to my skincare routine. Now let's get into the makeup and let's get in to Project Pan updates. The first exciting update is that I used up one product, the Chantecaille Tinted Moisturizer. This lasted a long time. This tube lasted me 2 years. I use this in the shade Vanilla. This is a product that I have purchased on and off over the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. I've also received it from the brand and PR before, and it was a great tinted moisturizer. Satin finish, light coverage. I really enjoyed this. The only gripe that I have with this is the shade range, and I mention this every time. It would just be really nice to see more shades in this product. So this is actually the only product that I finished, and the first product that I finished in Project Pan 2023. This is a discontinued foundation that I really like. I had so many backups of this because when I found out it was getting discontinued, I went a little bit crazy and I purchased backups. This is my last bottle of it, and I can't tell how much is left in here, but this is the foundation that I will be putting on my face today. I haven't tried By Terry products in a really long time, actually. I used to really be into their foundations. I honestly have not been in the loop with them. I don't really know what they're doing, if they have anything new. I just feel like there are so many fantastic foundations on the market now. But it is frustrating when you do have a foundation that you really love and you know, it works for you under so many different circumstances, and then the brand reformulates it or gets rid of it. And then you just kind of have to start the journey all over, which can be really frustrating. It can be fun, you know, it can give you a reason to explore new makeup, but it can also be frustrating if you feel like you can't find something comparable. It can be expensive, you know, the trial and error process. I didn't have any concealer or corrector in my Project Pan, so I'm just using my usuals. Sisley, corrector, and then a little bit of the NARS creamy concealer under the eyes. And I honestly have been really, really enjoying the NARS creamy concealer. I love it. I have this in shade Creme Brulee, which is a really nice neutral brightening shade to use under the eyes. And especially now that I've kind of addressed the texture and dryness of my skin under the eyes, this sits on top really nicely and it wears really well throughout the day as well. But I am still curious about the Tom Ford concealer. I'm also curious about the Givenchy Prism Libre concealer because I love the Givenchy Prism Libre powder, especially under the eyes. This is like my holy grail under eye setting powder now, so I'm curious how the matching concealer would work under the eyes. The next thing I'm going to do is take a little of this green color corrector. This is from the brand Exa, and just dot a tiny amount of it on my nose to help cancel out the redness that I get on the bridge of my nose. The texture is really nice, and I like that it just neutralizes the redness a little bit without adding extra texture or extra product, like too much extra product on my nose. I like to keep the layer of product on my nose as thin as possible, because as soon as I do like too much concealer or foundation on my nose, it can look cakey. So I like to keep the product layers on my nose to a minimum. Setting my under eyes with the Givenchy powder. Then setting the rest of my face with the Sisley powder that's in my project pan. And I actually got a lot of really great suggestions about using this powder. One of you actually recommended using this underneath foundation in conjunction with the Sisley Double Tenseur Primer. It's supposed to give a really nice smooth and matte result, so I'm actually really excited to try out that priming combination in the summer. But for now, I've just been using this as like a setting powder. Also really, really great touch-up powder. When it comes to bronzer, I am still trucking along with my Jouer cream bronzer, but I'm definitely making progress. I am pretty confident that I will be able to use this product up by the end of the year. I have this in the shade Sunset. I love this product, especially the bronzer part. Don't love the highlighter part. So I wish they had this just like as like a standalone bronzing product. It would be so, so great, but unfortunately they don't. But it's a really nice color. It's creamy, the pigmentation level is perfect. It's not too sheer. It can kind of work with a variety of looks, whether I'm doing like really, really no makeup, like sheer kind of look, or whether I need a bit more punch. If I'm doing more of a full-on makeup look, I can build it up accordingly. This is like the year of the bronzer. There are so many bronzer launches, cream bronzers, powder bronzers. It's hard to stay loyal to just one particular bronzer. There is no blush in my project pan this year, but I do have these multi-purpose lip products from Burberry. These are the Burberry Lip Velvet Crushes. I think maybe today I'm going to play with the shade Honey Nude and, which one is this called? Pink? Sugar Pink. Sugar Pink and Honey Nude. So maybe I will combine them. Like, look how pretty. Yeah, maybe I'll just combine them and create my own little blush shade. This almost looks like the like Tower 28 Magic Hour. Just kind of depositing the pigment with the same brush that I used for bronzer. This is pretty cute. I'm just going to take my powder puff with the Westman Atelier powder and just press this into the skin in the center of my face. Sometimes if I feel like I've gone down too much with my bronzer or cheek product, I just use whatever's left on the powder puff to kind of clean up the cheek. And then I'm just going to do a very light dusting of brown eyeshadow on like the outer edge towards my brow. This is Chantecaille Sylvie, just giving my eye a little bit of shape and dimension, but keeping things pretty soft. I'm also taking this shade on a small brush, framing my eye on the bottom as well. And then for the lid, this is another project pan item. I haven't made too much progress, but I am trying to use these almost every day. I really want to. I feel like this is going to be the last year that my Roen Quads are still going to be good because I've had them for so long, and I just kind of want to enjoy them as much as I can. If I can hit pan on more shades, then that's great. This is the Roen 1111 palette, which is the pinkier one, so I think I'm just going to mix these two shades for my eyelid. It's so pretty. This is just like the perfect lived-in glitter. Wherever the light kind of hits my eyes, it's really enlivening and it's really pretty. It makes me feel really happy. So love this look. I'm going to just really quickly do my eyebrows. Nothing new or groundbreaking here. Just using my NYX brow pen and my Merit brow gel. My mascara of choice lately has been Maybelline Sky High. I am very late on the bandwagon with this, but it's great. It definitely is better now that it's a little bit older, I feel like the Fresh Tube didn't hold my curl as much as it does now, but I'm really enjoying it. It's a really nice lengthening, separating, everyday mascara. It doesn't smudge, which I really appreciate. We're almost done. Last thing is lips, and I had a lot of lip products in my project pan. Obviously, we had the Burberry products, which I'm still trucking along with. And then I'm making good progress on my Lisa Eldridge lip gloss. I have maybe like a quarter of the tube left. I have this in the shade Affair, and I don't think the tones of this will work with today's makeup look. I think I'm going to use one of these. These are the Surratt Lipsliques. I have these in 2 shades. Paramour, which is more of like a peachy beige, and then I have Gamine, which is like a peachy coral. And I think the Gamine shade, maybe the Gamine shade with a little bit of the Burberry pink. Makeup Forever 3C liner, which is a bit more pink. And then this is Surratt Gamine. One of my pet peeves is when you have a product of any kind, but especially with a lip product. I hate not being able to tell how much I have left of the product. It's just like one day you're going to run out of product and you're not going to be prepared for when that moment will happen. That's like the one thing I would change. And especially with these, I would make it so that it's retractable. These are not retractable, so you can only click up, you can't click down. So you always have to be careful and kind of pre-measure the amount. I'm going to take a little bit of the Sugar Pink from Burberry now. And just dab it in. I do not know what's happening with Burberry Beauty. I see that they're launching a new foundation now. I thought that everything was being, like, everything looked like it was going to be discontinued, and then they changed the logo, and then they were like launching some new products, but then the fashion brand went under a different creative director too, and the logo changed again. So I don't know what's gonna happen with the beauty brand, but I'm still enjoying my old Burberry beauty products for now. And that's it. The last Project Pan product that I wanted to give an update on is the Becca bronzer in the shade Capri Coast. Look at this. This is quite significant. I don't think I had hit pan on it when I started my Project Pan. So now we have a considerable pan in there, and let's use a little bit just for good measure, just to kind of frame the face with a little bit of warmth. I love this bronzer so much. I see that Pat McGrath is launching bronzers soon. So this is the finished look, nice and fresh and soft pink for spring, using nothing new. All the makeup products are from my Project Pan, and I hope this inspires you to revisit your Project Pan items, recommit and reinvigorate your Project Pan efforts for the year. We can do it. Thanks again to Clarins for sponsoring a portion of this video, and if you are in the market for a new moisturizer, definitely check out the Hydra-Essentiel range. They are beautiful, beautiful moisturizers. There's a texture for everybody. They have a really great serum as well, a mist. The lip balm, again, I told you the lip balm is so, so, so great. It's a fantastic skincare range to look into if you struggle with dehydration in your skin. You can find something that will hydrate and nourish your skin in this range. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know how your Project Pan efforts are going for 2023. I'll be catching up with you in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.